One Stick, One Way podcast. Notorious Hebrew Tribes. I am Pretty C, the City G. G stands for gentleman.
One step and shake. Shake and step. Wiggle your feet. Rock and dip. One step and shake. Shake and step. Wiggle your feet. Rock and dip. And so I say Babylon flee. I can do it even with my bum knee. Turn it up cause I gotta feel the beat. Dance like David or dance like Pretty C. Quam, that's your Allah. Quam, that's your Allah. Quam, that's your Allah. Quam, that's your Allah. And so I say Babylon flee. I can do it even with my bum knee. Turn it up cause I gotta feel the beat. Dance like David or dance like Pretty C. One step and shake. Shake and step. Wiggle your feet. Rock and dip. One step and shake. Shake and step.
What we chopping up today?
Wiggle your feet.
We gonna see why Abraham was gone.
So I say Babylon flee. Bouncing on my tiptoes, wiggling my feet. In the wilderness or in the street. Busting your way or like Pretty C. Babylon flee.
We're gonna see why Abraham was gone. Ice his son Isaac on the altar. Take him out.
So I say Babylon flee. Bouncing on my
Was he crazy?
Wiggling my feet. In the wilderness or in the street. Busting your way
Was
or
God
like
crazy
Pretty
for
C.
telling him that? How did Isaac get in that predicament?
Shake and step. Wiggle your feet. Rock and dip. One step and shake. Shake and step. Wiggle your feet.
Oh man.
Rock and dip.
How did he get in that predicament, Isaac? He found himself on an altar with his daddy, about to ice him.
Down. They can disrespect a man of God.
And he was willing. He wasn't
Be
fighting.
rewarded
So was
by
the
the Most
son?
High.
Was Isaac
They
crazy?
think they can get
On
to
top of was
Christ
his daddy
and still
Abraham crazy?
disrespect
And
their black man.
was the God that instructed him to
They
do
got
it
another
crazy?
thing
Why did it
coming.
happen?
It ain't gonna work. You
What was
can't
it for?
disrespect
What was
the
the
man of
proof?
God and be
Huh?
rewarded.
Salute to the crown. Salute to the crown. Salute
We're going to chop it up today.
to the crown. Salute to the crown. I can't tell you nothing, nothing. You don't listen to me. I can't tell you nothing, nothing. You don't listen to me. My house, my house, my house, my house, my house. Pretty sick to the city.
That's who I be.
Salute to the crown. Salute to the crown. Salute to the crown. Salute to the crown. I can't tell you nothing, nothing. You don't listen to me. I can't tell you nothing, nothing. You don't listen to me. My house, my house, my house, my house.
Yeah, we're going to be reading from the book of Jasher today.
Pretty sick to the city.
So who I be? We're going to find out. We're going to unravel what happened. Why did Abraham put his son on an altar?
My house, mine. Proverbs 21:9. So beautiful, it's so mean. Proverbs 21:19. It's better to live in a wilderness. There was a woman mad and contentious. Or maybe I would dwell on my rooftop of my house. A brother woman, big mouth. Ecclesiastes 25:16. Don't cap my max like lightning. I'd rather live with a lion and a dragon than with a wicked woman. Just imagine.
Pretty C.
Oh no, not me. Pretty sick to the city, G. My house, my, not his, hers, not ours. My house, my. Matthew 12:29. So beautiful and so mean. Ecclesiastes 27:3. If Every man must lay down the law when his home or his home shall soon be overthrown. Or how else, how can one enter into a strong man's house? Surrender my house, my house.
Notorious Hebrew tribe of California.
We are the Israelites. We ain't a gang.
We ain't a gang.
Crown of gold, black and bold, gun in hand.
Huh?
You're either with me or against me. You go against the tribe, you go against peace. You go against your shot, you go against me. Don't make me get my T43. My house, mine, not his, hers, not ours. I had a little birdie with lots of pretty colors, flew off and never came back. I got an old spotted dove with a broken wing, can't fly but always never back. My house, my pretty seat to the city G. My house, Yasha Alaquam. My house, Yasha Alaquam. My house, Yasha Alaquam. Not his, hers, not ours. My house.
One Stick, One Way
Who's
podcast.
doing all that cussing in there? Where that cigarette smoke coming from? Who left this door open? Now, I done told y'all about leaving the lights on in the room. And none of y'all friends can't come in the house. Must I remind you? This is my house. Yasha Alaquam. My house. Yasha Alaquam. My house. Yasha Alaquam. Not his, hers, not ours.
Yeah, you guys check that out. Pretty See the City G. It's on YouTube, it's on Spotify, iTunes, everywhere. Come on, get down with the tour.
Salute
Hebrew
to the crown.
tribe.
Salute to the crown. Salute to the crown. Salute to the crown. I can't tell you nothing. You don't listen to me. I can't tell you nothing. You don't listen to me. Salute to the crown. Salute to the crown. Salute to the crown. Salute to the crown. Intruder. Bring it in her house. Okay, go run your big black mouth. Tell the crook what you told me. A strong woman don't need a man for nothing. Good. Then don't need me now. Give me up when you're about that mess down. Better yet, please don't come around. But instead, if you wanna be down, salute to the crown. Salute to the crown. Salute to the crown. Salute
Okay, y'all.
to the crown. I can't tell you nothing. You don't listen to me. I can't tell you nothing. You don't listen to me. Salute to the crown. Salute to the crown. Salute to the crown. Salute to the crown. Explosion. House on fire. Grandma in the room can't walk, no liar. The roof fell, bit her wheelchair tire. She
Gonna
needed
get
to
to
lift
it.
her over the fire. Carry her to an ice cold
I
cup
just
of
had to
water.
get into the
She didn't
mood.
want to hear about a strong black daughter. An independent woman ain't a man, just a law. Can't stand it when a woman
Wear it pants around the home, I get at you, dog. I can't believe she attacked you, dog. But don't slap her, dog.
You a man,
She ain't no match at all.
Do I really see the city G? Yeah,
Man up.
That ain't never happened to me, but stand up. Be how God wanted you to be. Damn it.
Is she with he or is he with she?
Salute to the crown. Salute
All right, y'all.
to the crown.
One Stick,
Salute
One Way. I am Pretty See the City
To the
G.
crown.
Representing the notorious Hebrew
to the crown.
tribe.
I can't tell
California.
you nothing.
Judah.
You don't listen
Stand
to
up.
me. I can't tell you nothing. You don't listen to me. Salute to the crown. Salute to the crown. Salute to the crown. Salute to the crown. Ah.
All right, y'all. Man, that's it. I had to get into the mood. Ooh. That's Pretty See the City G. Hey, y'all like that? Y'all feeling that? Go get that. I'm gonna give it to you free, man. But I do got a cash app, $ One Stick One Way. $ One Stick One Way. Cash app. You know, put 50 cents, a quarter, man. I love it. I thank Most High for a nickel, a penny. Give it to me, man. I got 9 children. For real, I ain't lying. But look at here. From 2 years old to 32 years old. Well, check this out. We're going to get into it real fast. I ain't going to hold you up too long. And the story in the Bible when Abraham laid Isaac down on the altar, was going to sacrifice his son, and right before he slit the throat of his son Isaac, God stopped him and said, "Don't do it. Instead, here's a pretty little lamb, a ram, in place of your son." And people say, "Well, why was Isaac not fighting back? Is he out of his mind? And why was Abraham gonna do that? Is he out of his mind?" And then, what kind of God would tell him that? Is he out of his mind? Let's unravel that. So, I'm gonna start in the book of Jasher. All right, ancient text, chapter 22, verse 40. I'm gonna start at verse 40. All right, so look, check this out. Boom, bam. And Isaac, the son of Abraham, was growing up in those days, and Abraham, his father, taught him the way of the Lord, to know the Lord, and the Lord was with him. 41, verse 41. And when Isaac was 37 years old, Ishmael his brother was going about with him in the tent. And Ishmael boasted of himself to Isaac, saying, "I was 13 years old when the Lord spoke to my father to circumcise us, and I did according to the word of the Lord which he spoke to my father. And I gave my soul unto the Lord, and I did not transgress his word which he commanded my father." Now Ishmael today he's the father of the Arabs. All right, so these are the Ishmaelites, and Isaac is a Israelite. Jacob came from Isaac. Verse 43. And Isaac answered. So, verse 42, Ishmael is boasting and bragging over Isaac, saying, "Hey, trying to prove a point that he's more holier than him. He's closer to the Lord, because when he was 13, the Most High God spoke to him, and he did everything, and he followed all the commandments. Great, awesome. That's much props to Ishmael. Respect to him." But in verse 43, Isaac answered Ishmael, saying, "Why do thou boast to me about this? About a little bit of thy flesh which thou didst take from thy body, concerning which the Lord commanded thee." So why are you boasting and bragging about something you're doing that the Lord commanded you to do anyway in the first place? All right. Verse 44. And as the Lord liveth, there was a little saying they had, "As the Lord liveth, my God of my father Abraham, if the Lord should say unto my father," this is Isaac talking. So this is how Isaac got himself in that predicament on that altar, finna be sacrificed, being tested, because he was running off at the mouth, and the Most High heard him. So anyway, said, and so he's saying, now he's bragging back, oh yeah, "As the Lord liveth, the God of my father Abraham, if the Lord should say unto my father, take now thy son Isaac and bring him up an offering before me, I would not refrain, but I would joyfully accede to it." See, boom, right there. Verse 45. And the Lord heard the word of Isaac, spoke to Ishmael. So, and the Lord heard the word of Isaac that he spoke to Ishmael, and it seemed good in the sight of the Lord. So the Lord like, oh yeah, okay, all right, I'm gonna hold you to that. And he thought to try Abraham in this matter. That's how it got started. Two young men talking mess, talking smack, talking about, oh yeah, trying to prove that they are more loyal to God than one another, trying to prove to each other that they're better and more loved and more dedicated to God. So Within that boasting and bragging, he got himself on the altar for to get killed. So, and the Lord heard the word of that Isaac spoke to Ishmael, and it seemed good in the sight of the Lord. And he thought to try Abraham in this matter. Verse 46. And the day arrived when the sons of God came to the when the sons of God came and placed themselves before the Lord. And Satan also came with the sons of God before the Lord. See, during this time, before the Israelites became the children of the Most High, the angels, including the fallen angels, were the sons of the Most High, including Satan. Verse 46 again. And the day arrived when the sons of God came. So the sons of God, Satan and his angels, came and placed themselves before the Lord. And Satan also came with the sons of God before the Lord. Verse 47. And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down it. Verse 48. And the Lord said to Satan, What is thy word to me concerning all the children of the earth? And Satan answered the Lord and said, I have seen all the children of the earth who serve thee and remember thee when they require anything from thee. Verse 49. And when thou givest them the thing which they require from thee, they sit at their ease and forsake thee, and they remember thee no more. Verse 50. Hast thou seen Abraham, the son of Terah, who at first had no children, and he served thee, and erected altars to thee wherever he came, and he brought up offerings upon them, and he proclaimed thy name continually to all the children of the earth? Verse 51. And now that his son Isaac is born to him, he has forsaken thee. He has made a great feast for all the inhabitants of the land. And the Lord he has forgotten. Here's an error Abraham made, and Satan is taking full advantage of this slight discourse or error perhaps made by Abraham. Abraham never had children. He's old. Now he's got a son named Isaac. He's throwing what we call a birthday party. They ain't got nothing to do with the Most High. This is why. This is what Satan does to you guys. Unbeknownst to you, when you throwing your children's a birthday party, singing praises to your children, and all praises supposed to go to the Most High God and nobody else. You're not 50% go to your children, and then the other half go to God. No, all praises, no praises go to the Most High. You can still love express your love to your child and say and sing praise to the Most High and thank the Most High for giving you your child, and make it about the Most High, and always give all glory and praises to the Most High. It's all about the Most High. So because he threw a birthday party, he's saying, look, man, the Satan is actually trying to tempt God, the Most High, but in this case we know the Son of God is God, who is over the earth. So anyway, so he's saying, man, you give them everything they want, and when they got it, they sit back and they forget about you. And look at your main man, Abraham. Man, he threw a whole feast and for his son Isaac. Got nothing to do with you. So let's get back to the story. This is how this all got started. So it says, "Hast thou seen Abraham, the son of Terah, who at first had no children, and he served thee and erected altars to thee wherever he came, and he brought up offerings. He brought up offerings upon them, and he proclaimed thy name continually to all the children of the earth." Verse 51. "And now that his son Isaac is born to him, he has forsaken thee. He has made a great feast for all the inhabitants of the land, and the Lord he has forgotten." See? That's why everything's got to be more praise to the Most High. Verse 52. "For amidst all that he has done, he brought thee no offering, neither burnt offerings nor peace offerings, neither ox, lamb, nor goat of all that he killed on that day. That is his son he weaned." He said all that stuff he got, all that food he made, he didn't offer you nothing, Lord, nothing, God. He's forsaken you. He forgot all about you. They just using you for your blessings. But really they're selfish. It's what Satan is trying to point. It's the point he's trying to make to God. Verse 53. "Even from the time of his son's birth till now, being 37 years. Even from the time of his son's birth till now, being 37 years, he built no altar before thee, nor brought any offerings to thee. For he saw that thou didst give what he requested before thee, and he therefore forsook you." He's saying, so Satan told God, man, Abraham saw that you'll give him everything he want. After he get what he want, he forget about you until the next time he wants something else. That's what he's saying. Verse 54. "And the Lord said to Satan," now the Lord is speaking, Yeshaya, Has thou thus considered thy servant Abraham? For there is none like him upon the earth." Y'all remember when this happened to Job later on, many years later. But that wasn't the first time that happened. Check this out. "Hast thou considered my servant Abraham? For there is none like him upon the earth, a perfect and upright." That's what jasher means. We're reading the book of Jasher. It means upright. Upright. The upright one. "A perfect and upright man before me, one that feareth God and avoideth evil. And I live as I live, where I too say unto him, Bring up Isaac thy son before me. He would not behold him from me. Much more if I told him to bring up a burnt offering before me from his flock or herds." Okay, dang. You hear that? You hear that? Let me say that. So, let me break it down and I'm going to read it again. So the Lord told Satan, listen, have you checked out my main man, Abraham? Not only, he said, because Satan said, man, he ain't brought you no offerings, no nothing, Lord. And you supposed to be God, and he just using you for your blessings. And then when you bless him, he forget about you. So the Lord answered and said, look, Abraham is righteous. Not only is he righteous and upright and perfect, he give me anything I want and ask for. Not only will he bring up a burnt offering from his herds or his flocks like you're speaking about, he will bring me his son Isaac if that's what I ask for. That's how loyal my man Abraham is. And Isaac. You want to bet? So verse 55. "And Satan answered the Lord and said, Speak then now unto Abraham, as thou hast said, and thou wilt see whether he will not this day transgress and cast aside thy words. So Satan said, well, tell him. Tell him. Just see if he do it. Let's see if he'll do it, or if he'll transgress and throw away, cast away your words to the side. Cast aside thy words. That's chapter 22. I'm going to stop this video, and we're going to do chapter 23 next. That's One Stick, One Way. I hope y'all like it. You know, my name is Pretty C, representing the notorious Hebrew tribe. Y'all like the music, listen to it on YouTube. Pretty C, the City G, my house. Salute to the crown. We also got Ratazak Kawal, and give props to Ak Shalom at the same time. You know, so stay tuned for chapter. I'm going to read the book of Jasher, chapter 23 next. We're dealing with Abraham, Isaac, explaining why he was willing, how he got to the point where he had his son on an altar about to slice his throat. What was God tripping on? Why was what was the whole thing was a trip? We unraveling and unpacking it, clearing it up. All right. So if you like chapter what we just did, cash at me $1. Cash app $1 dollar sign. One stick, one way. 0 N 0 N O N E S T I C K. That's one stick, and then one way. ONEWAY. One stick, one way. Dollar sign first. One stick, one way. $1. Please, just let me know you heard it. $1. All right, it ain't gonna break you. All right, but it'll buy my babies. You know, maybe a can of soup or something tonight. All right. Peace. Stay tuned.